Hello there, I'm Jim Glover, that branding guy for Once a Day Marketing. It's Digital Friday. Hope you have a great weekend planned. But before you go out and enjoy yourself, let's talk a little bit about something I saw in a blog that was written by Lauren Friedman, where she addressed 5 brands that embarrass themselves through social media. I don't think anybody doubts that social media is a great way to share information. It's a great way to communicate. It's a great way to build relationships. But the thing about social media is it's a two-way street, that you share information and your followers can share information back. Sometimes businesses forget that and they think of it more as a one-way alley, and they try to push their content in one direction, and that's where you often encounter some major problems. In Lauren's blog, where she profiled these companies that embarrass themselves using social media, it was big names like McDonald's, Toyota, Chapstick, and Volkswagen. They all had good intentions to create a social media exchange with their customers, but in each one of those cases, things went a little wrong. And sometimes they were getting negative responses back and they didn't know how to handle that. Sometimes they were creating the wrong impressions in the marketplace. And that's because once you put it out there, you have to think about what that content's going to be and how your social media connections are going to react to it and comment back. And in these cases, they were all failures, and so it was a big learning curve for all of those companies, as big as they are. And I think a small company like yourself still has to look at that and say, okay, what is it that I'm going to share, and how will I react with the exchange that I'm going to create through social media? Social media is a great tool for building communities and relationships, but you really have to be careful what you say and do through this channel. And what you also have to remember is that it is a two-way street, as I said, and so you have to be ready to respond to positive and possibly negative comments that come your way, because that's what communities are all about. You can't stifle everybody in the community. Everybody has to have a place for fair exchange. Thanks for stopping by, and now you're free to go out and have a great weekend. Be sure to join us next week. If you need branding support, please contact me to discuss an online or face-to-face service engagement. That information can be found at the end of my video. I'm Jim Glover, that branding guy for Once a Day Marketing, and we'll see you next time.